I'm just thinking I should just buy that DLC because it's like literally just an hour's of pay.
If you think you enjoy it,
I don't know yet. I haven't finished the game yet. It's post-game DLC.
I mean, if you end up getting it later, it'll cost us what, £4 more.
Yeah. So the fear of missing out would save me £4, but on the flip side, if I decide I'm bored of this game by the time I'm finished, then I've spent
£12.
£12. Yeah, but it's also like, yeah, I'm quite liking the game though. And I've barely scratched the surface.
Yeah.
I think I should just get it, but it's just more the fact that I don't actually own the game itself. Feels a bit...
Does it ever take it off of the...
Lee's... not Lee. Well, yeah, I think Lee might have it on disc as well, because of course he does.
Yeah.
Jordan's got it on disc, but he might have already sold it. But realistically, I'll play this once. I don't imagine I'll be playing it more than once.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those games you play once your life, and then you've
Done it.
done it.
I'm not gonna like try and do a speed or anything stupid.
No.
I can save 50p if I use CD
Hasten
keys
the
though.
Tanakh, Nora. Only our annoyance.
Oh, hang on. I can't remember if I've run out of quests or not.
I'll give it some time. Some.
I think I've done all the side quests that I can do. Yes, I'm fairly sure. Yes, I need to get past that. I know there's one side quest that I haven't done yet, which is over yonder. Yeah. So, because the thing is, I don't know if anything will, like, if I press continue, if anything bad will happen. Like, the fact it's given me an option just makes me so suspicious. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That seems like it's on the make sure you done
Ow.
everything first.
Didn't need those legs. I may have crunched my legs, Kieran.
Pardon?
I crunched my legs.
Oh,
Jumped off the top of the building.
Jesus.
It's alright, she still had like 50 HP left. It's so minor, but I don't really like it. So this game loads nearly instantly, and there's tooltips, right?
Yeah.
That's all well and good, but you've got to press X to continue to actually play the game. So it doesn't load seamlessly if you're not paying 110% attention. Oh, I was about to get that. Aha, treasure. Ah! Yeah. I should just buy the DLC, really. I think that's the right thing to do. Whoops.
There's the thing. Gonna have to take it down to get its rib.
Ah! Oh, I didn't see him. Piss off. Oh, Jesus. Why is there so many baddies at once?
I'm not giving up. Should be able to harvest its rib now.
Yeah, that was a little bit stressful.
I'll pick these up. Got everything I need for Bell and Boomer. Now, what to say about that weapon of theirs?
Ah, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. And they're just there. Ah. There's a green shine fragment there. Let's get this as well. Oh, no, that wasn't the plan, Batman.
Nice. Positive green shine.
Ba-da-ba-da. Stop crouching, silly. Right. Once I hand this quest in, then I should be able to actually progress the story. Oh, I think that's the sound of sausages being delivered. Oh, you got a new quest.
Really boil their broth. I'll add a sprinkle of chili to their desserts. How perverse.
Uh-huh. New weapon, yes please.
I know that look. You've got all the parts, haven't you?
Here you go.
Outstanding! I only need a few minutes to finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks. Hi.
So did you blow up any machines to get the parts?
Oregon bandits.
You
Hello.
really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Buns, I think.
Is it
If the
safe?
buns aren't stale.
Probably.
Can I have
Ah,
one?
yes.
No.
Use the old ones if they're not stale.
Cause we're gonna make you something even better.
Curse for
What?
cut the sausage out, put it in a scone.
Ah, criminal.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
I now have a spike thrower. Explosives.
What about a rope cast?
You lost or something?
Ropes don't explode.
I have another point.
Yay!
Nah, baba. Hello, sausage delivery man.
Hello. Thank you. I don't think you have a ketchup in here, do you?
No. Ugh.
Hmm?
I just licked my finger and it tasted absolutely disgusting. I must have touched something gross. I licked my thumb and it tasted weird. I might have touched some chemicals in the bathroom and forgot about it.
You've been touching the what are they called,
Come on
switch
then.
cartridges.
No.
Sir?
Put the cool in them.
Better. I should really get a blanket or something so I don't get this all over me. Wiggle up, but we'll see.
Style.
Oh, we've only got one ketchup between us at the minute. Ah,
At least it'll see happening.
no. It's slightly coming ketchup, that one.
Yeah. Oh, it's got a different lid. I was going to say that was kind of gone before I even squeezed it.
Yeah.
No. Why have they changed the lids on them? That's just worse.
Oh, yeah. I must touch something gross on my thumbnail. My thumbnail tastes yucky. I don't remember touching anything gross. I obviously have. Did you just catch? Right, let's just make some video game progress, and hopefully they'll have a long talky scene while I can eat my food.
Looks like he's had a few.
There's a cloth, I'll get it for you.
Almost ready to go?
Why the Sun King believes we can have...
Hello, assholes.
Nora, we will wait.
I'm not waiting
As
any
is the
longer.
will of the sun.
You've got any tissue paper there, darling?
Better. Ugh. We are going now, fuckers.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely
Fuck's sake, one of the tendrils got
This
ketchup.
embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Oh. This didn't trigger a cutscene. Oh, actually, no, that is a cutscene. That's a friend. It's fine.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
I'm asking nicely.
Hey, Bar.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
I know the usual. Aloy wants something. People trying to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
That's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded.
I don't want to fight.
You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King of VOD is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Pearl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, mother. Look at that.
They don't look friendly.
That is the line between east and west. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is no.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away.
Savage East, Forbidden South. Do they have a gentle Savage East, Forbidden West? Do they have a gentle North at least, do you reckon?
So-called savior of Meridian.
It's one thing I've learned about the North, it's anything but gentle.
I am unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav. The VOD gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tanakh?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. You sure you want to hear it?
Yes, it will help with my sandwiching.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tanakh into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner.
I thought this might happen. The tendrils on this have got ketchuped.
And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their cabins.
Don't matter, we
I lost so
tendrils.
much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to
I'm just taking away 30 seconds to take it together.
So when you met the Tanakh chief, you did something desperate.
I kept my ears open as the Tanakh dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tanakh howled, but Hikaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the cool route is a Tanak's trial by combat.
Yes. But it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive.
That's convenient.
It is convenient. I have fought humans and it was boring.
Oh, okay. I honestly thought they hadn't like coded human.
No, the coded humans that just shoot arrows. They're
Every time
annoying.
I've ever seen it looks like it's going to escalate into combat with humans, they always conveniently back down.
Like you, I lived through
I
it
pressed
to
the pussy
claim
out
my
button, that's why.
prize. I had hopes for freedom, but
Fairly confident I could have fought earlier on with the random side quest, but I chose peace.
Peace.
You wound up serving the Tanak's chief.
the winners of the core route must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaru's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tanaks still spat on the ground when I walked by. And they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tanak. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tanak for hating them.
Pause this for a second because I've decided that I need to wash my hands. I realised making you get up was redundant. Washer's being noisy. Exactly. The washer's being noisy.
Oh.
Close the door to the wash. I was going to say, you were just YouTubing on the sexy new device.
Me?
Or you should open Can I Run It or something and see like what the most modern stuff is. And you just download the thing that it gives you, and it tells you how many it can do. So there was a button somewhere, I can't remember exactly what it was, that like tested it against like 9,000 games.
Oh.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes.
Yeah, just
Yet there is much to admire about the Tanakh, especially their chief.
Go back on Chrome.
I've heard stories about what it was like.
Rate my PC, I think.
3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaru and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace, and now he looks to the future.
I'm not sure that was the right button, but that might get you where you want to be.
Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hikaru as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story.
That wasn't the right thing. Let's Scroll
You're
down.
the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I've learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tanakh is a lot different than how they do.
500,000 other AMD CPUs.
I think you might be better off just typing it into Google because I can't remember. It was this website, but I don't know how to get to that page. Just type in like top 100 games. Can I run it? And it'll take you to a list of like 9,000 games, and I'll tell you which ones you can, can't.
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping
Just on
wine
Google.
from the southern vineyards.
Or game lists, maybe.
But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakhs don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Akaro knows that survival often requires change. Even if that change means putting aside
Won't run
centuries of
Starfield. See what it needs?
You asked why I need rite of passage.
Needed double the amount of...
I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer.
CPUs
6 months ago,
now.
the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day.
I mean, Starfield
much
looked a bit
worse. Calling
nothing
down
anyway.
storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Akaro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you.
I'll send you it.
He is a man of
I
his
did
word.
just find it on Google.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest.
That's a good skill.
Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few.
I've sent it on Facebook. Just open Facebook.
Aware we left.
It was the same bloody
We have
website.
banners from all three clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan,
I'll
it
just
can't
give
be
you my
helped.
phone. Oh,
right.
it's alright, it remembers you.
Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
That's convenient. Some of us are bad guys.
No, the other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
What you doing? Tidying up.
Yeah, just password.
The Karja have opened
Oh.
the gates.
There's the URL if you just want the URL instead. And it'll be good to actually be signed in to Facebook as well.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Akaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you
Oh,
pledge your
outfit's cool.
spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaru has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Oh! She's got a pet monster! With chainsaw mouth.
Lancers, form up!
Can I change teams?
So at the time,
They're riding
I was
machines.
trying to 100% them at
Where'd
minimum,
they learn to do
63% them at the recommended settings.
Okay. Mine was like 95 and 40 or 50.
For shove.
Just leave that
Come
list
with us
open.
now, or not at all.
Archer, light them up!
Get to cover!
That's what's happened in everything that's ever happened. Archers don't work if you actually run away. Well, that one did. If you fire in a volley like that, it does.
Archers, keep them back! Left flank, to the Karja! Run them down!
Better know which ones I'll be fighting.
You're not gonna make it.
Oh, really? He doesn't get eaten?
Open the gates! Open the gates! Kaja! Stand your ground! Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
Yeah.
They're in a damage shot. There's like 4 or 5 of them riding around in giant
Yeah.
things.
Any part you hit them on will do some damage. Ooh, that looks uncomfortable. See why they've got the obscuring helmets, so you don't have to see how many faces they've not bothered rendering properly.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair! Lancers!
Should have maybe shouted that earlier,
The center!
if you thought it might work.
Get ready!
Oh dear.
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
Prototype spike through it. Oh, I never got round to... Ah, it doesn't reach as far as I thought it might.
Here they come! They're onto it.
Rebel Claw Strider. Use rocks to attract enemies.
Here's ammo!
Oh, guys. Are they goodies or baddies?
They're bad things to shoot at.
It's hard to tell because the machines are blue. Oh no, they're red. I'm just gonna... Bad aiming doesn't matter if I'm... Ah! Bit in your face, the skill pop up. Bouncing bomb, triple shredder. What's a shredder? I don't think I've got shredder yet. Oh, piss. Spent a lot of time standing around not knowing what to do there. Hello, Lick Raven. How you doing, dude? Nice shot. He gets all the macho points. Oh dear.
Just you and me now, Carl.
We've survived worse.
What's it weak to? Stun. Piss off. Oh, fuck, I ran out of healing berries and didn't realise until I tried to use like 3 and none of them worked. You were killed by a bristleback. Oh. Did it?
You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both! Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
Oh, he's got a magic umbrella. It was like a hologram umbrella and he floated down with it Mary Poppins style. Honestly, it ruined the... Like the...
I just standing there and watching that guy bitch. Like she could have got an easy attack on him when he
yeah.
was never seen a shield like that. That's some real, like, you know how in JRPGs, despite the fact that meant to have super speed and super strength, the villain will just casually walk in, take a thing, and then walk away completely unprotected.
What the fuck?
Oh.
It's the wrong weapon. Ah, what are you doing? You weren't meant to zoom in on that.
Shield regenerated.
I like the fact as well the card shows the scene. She's like, oh, stop using your archers, fight fair. As soon as you got to fight the dude, it's just like, I sniped you, I sniped you, I sniped you.
He's vulnerable.
Oh, actually, I might be meant to be swinging at him, actually. His torso is, like, fully exposed. Like, all his armor just came off, yeah.
You're not stopping me.
Ah, I'm trapped against the scenery. Video game.
Pain subsiding.
I've got to break that shield.
Only a real challenge.
There, he's exposed.
That was just for style, that was really. He's down to his underpants.
Your turn. Come down here and face me.
No.
Change my mind.
It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades.
It's a very polite way of saying, no, we'll lose.
Today you have decimated the marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Ikon. Move out.
She had a little bit of a slack-jawed look to her face there. But, ah, she's cool. I hope the loot's still on the battlefield because it was moved. Oh, he lost like his arm all the way up to there. To be fair, he did stick it in the jaws of like a giant.
You gonna make it?
Yeah, that was not going to end well.
I don't know if they intentionally stuck it in the jaws or if that's just kind of what happened.
Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
No, we're not going back to the fort. There's treasure on the ground. I don't know if it'll despawn or not. I might have already missed all the treasure.
It's salvage time, boys.
Yes! Good girl. Goes, he's got a cool shield. I'm having that.
I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tanakh have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The Marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, VODs, Fashav, a massacre. What will you do now?
I mean, that might be politically convenient, because nobody liked the Karja.
Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tanakh's territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tanakh's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tanakh's territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. Boop. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Oh wow. A lot of questions here.
You said the Tanakh's lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then the Utaru farmlands. Past that are the Tanakh. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tanakh territory, but the United Clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tanakh really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tanakh further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tanakh. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
This area is no man's land.
That it is. The Tanakh used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, He reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tanakh agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Oseram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regala and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call No Man's Land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the Southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Oseram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tanakh. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tanakh.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights, buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
It's too bad about Nazar and VODs.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tanakh.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
I need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates
I
will
think the
always be
screen's
open
the
to
same
you
size,
should
the
you wish to
bezels are just
return.
smaller.
Yeah.
'Cause mine's got a lot of flops around it.
And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
Well, actually, the Amazon link you sent will tell you how big the screen is.
Yeah, don't know how big your screen was though.
15.6.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find
4.5. It's a really weird amount of 15.7. It's a lot more sleek and portable though. Obviously, it makes you even less likely to want to port it though, since it's a bit in it finicky.
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, backup of God. It won't be easy out there. The blight, the storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would. The woman who led the ambush, Regalla, had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. What's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels? Good spot to test the shield wing. Why climb down when I can glide?
Aloy, what do you need?
I've already asked all of that, that's fine.
Of course. Good luck out there.
Oh, hey! Whoa, whoa, careful there.
Dabba-da. Oh wow, look at the size of this map, Kieran.
Oh, impressive.
I've barely explored like a tenth of it.
Grand adventure awaits.
Ah!
It is so big.
Large. Pleasingly large.
Big.
I should probably leave this alone for now. It worked! Wow, okay. Guess I can leap off just about any cliff now.
And so many different areas.
Yee! Very cool.
Be careful not to let this stain my hands. It's taking over land out here, too. This must be the salvagers I met in Barrenlight. Looks like something's going on.
You really think you can do that?
Roof, come on! You know me. Can I ever give you anything less than...
If it isn't the savior of Meridian, and of my very own operation. Laren, say hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You know, if it weren't for this one, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now. Nasty business. What the Tenakth did back at the embassy. But everyone in Barrenlight is thankful you drove them off.
So this is your salvage operation.
You won't find a better place to trade machine parts in the West. And soon we'll be trading in more than just that. For too long, the West has been, well, forbidden. Dangerous. But what if I told you we could make an armor so tough, so infallible, that you'd never have to worry about survival out here again?
I'd be curious to take a look at it.
Of course you would. And that's why I've asked my most talented salvagers to find what they need. to make that armor. Each of them will present their work to me. The best protection will go on sale to hunters, just like you.
Lucky me.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to back in Chain Scrape. Larend can take care of you while I'm gone. Can't wait to see what you come up with, my boy.
Leave it to me. It'll blow all the others out of the forge.
You have got to help me.
What are you talking about?
The armor. I made a dozen versions of it. But none of them were good enough. And there are other crews further west. If they make better armor than mine, I can kiss that keg full of shards goodbye.
So you get a prize if Karif picks your armor?
A big one. And I finally have the perfect design. I just need the right parts, and fast. So maybe you'd be willing to pick up a contract and get them for me?
What would I be looking for?
Shell walker containers. Their plating's made to withstand a lot of damage. It'll make the perfect armor. I know it.
I think I can handle that.
Ah, thank the forge. All right. We scouted out a herd near here. Here's the contract. It'll tell you everything you need to know. You take the machines down. My people will pick up the containers.
I'll give this a closer look later. Thanks.
Counting on you, Aloy.
I remember.
I might want to read that contract before going on the hunt. Shotgun could help.
Pardon me.
Gotta move.
Well, why have you turned your phone off? Or has it run out of battery? Kieran, it's ringing.
Oh.
How did you not notice that?
Hello? Hello? Hello, is this Charles? Speaking. Hello, Charles.
Hello. You may have guests, you may have company. Is this a good time to impose on you for a discussion that could be brief or long?
What are you something other than fun?
Yes, I'm free to talk. I've been pretty damn stag-lagged, thank you, my friend. Alright, let's cut to the cheese.
Let's cut to the chase. I had a brainwave before I was coming for Christmas. I've got a present for Leon.
Oh.
He's not the only person he's going to get when I asked you about what this present. It's like a storytelling thing. It's like basically a glorified MP3 player. You put little figurines on. Each little figurine has a little bit of like storage. It tells a few stories. Wham bam.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. You can put it up outreach where they can't get to it and mess with it. But I thought I could mess with it. Like, the one little figurine you can get for it, it comes in the box kind of thing. It has like read-write memory. You can record your own story.
Oh.
And this made me instantly think of done yet.
Kieran, that's a big story.
I like this.
You get Kieran on his like Blue Yeti microphone and like get in the zone, like I could imagine you like telling a tale.
Oh, I'd be honoured. Because that'll be something he can keep for years and years and years. Think of his old Uncle Kieran rambling and ranting.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with it start off with like something like PG safe, like just a really legit story.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not gonna make up my own story about bloodshed and murder and horror. No. It'd be something appropriate for kiddies.
Alright, well, yeah. That's a bit cool idea. You always had this little gift of the gab with sort of storytelling and voices and such, all that sort of.
It's because I'm deeply mentally handicapped, so it suits me just perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably tell you in a Michael Rosen, you know, like sort of, you're in a Brian Blessed, or like, baby together, some epic storytelling tale stuff. I mean, I could even imagine you, like, doing like bulging eyeball videos like Michael Rosen does, like, trying to tell tales and such.
Oh, I wish if I could like make the kind of money Michael Rosen makes by just like standing in front of a blank background.
I'm here.
Let me tell you a story about a little turtle. One day there was a turtle.
Oh, it'd be wonderful. You could build it up with this pomp and ceremony. You know, maybe hire like an animator to make a really beautiful like opening, and then the actual story I tell is just like 5 seconds, and then it just like pans out while violin music's playing, and that's it. Oh yes, the old lady, and she flew around with the plane at the spots on it.
I like that. Had a dog.
I like that. It's very wholesome. It's very cozy. It's very nice. You know, it's like the sort of thing we grew up with, like watching before everything became about TikTok and bloody no attention spans. Just got to make sure I don't say fuck or bugger. and it'd be brilliant. No, I like this idea, Charles. I think this is a really like cute and sweet idea. I'll be happy to contribute. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm just saying, you're coming after me. I will warn you, if I end up in a courtroom, I will cry. So you better be ready to deal with that mother flipper. I work for the Clintons, I'm a lizard person. My knees go backwards, they're detrigated.
They might even consider some slander too.
Oh! How dare you, madam! Hopefully it won't. Hopefully it won't. I shan't disappoint. I'm thinking a few little short stories. I've never.
There's a bunch of random old kids' books here. A little child might not have heard them.
Yeah.
Some are better than others. No pressure.
That's excellent directing. Can you imagine like a proper like studio? And you got the editor like holds down the button so he can speak to the voice actor, and he's like, "Yeah, that was a good one, Michael. But do you think this time you could do it with more cocaine?" But yes, I shall certainly oblige, my friend. I will. I'll read out a few of the children's stories that we've got here in a nice little pile of books, because Zoe's mum brought over a whole bunch of books that Zoe had when she was a wee young whippersnapper. And I'll read out some of them, and I'll dabble my hand at inventing my own little short children's story. Oh, it would. It's been a while since I've written anything, and most of what I usually write is a lot like darker and more serious. So it'd be nice to kind of like, you know, turn my hand towards a little bit of light. Oh, a bit of joy. That's true, my friend, and in the brightest light, it casts the darkest shadows.
Are you Kingdom Heartsing on me, Kieran? It sounds like some Kingdom Hearts bullshit. No, he would never do such a thing.
I'll do a dramatic, like, retelling of, like, the plot of the thing. But, like, in great detail.
With, like, Winnie the Pooh.
You just walk in and just go, and then MacCready witnessed this child's limbs snapped backwards to terrible uproar, fangs and teeth are mighty, spreading from his chest or cavity as his being split in twain. And Leon's just sitting there going, yeah. I mean, it always surprised me when we'd play SCP and like Luna was really young and she'd be like, ha 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 ha, he snapped your neck.
Because we found it funny, she found it funny. That's like, we implemented like a standard onto her. Right, that's right. If we were crying all the time, she was crying all the time because we thought it was funny. She found it funny.
Yeah. It just, this kind of comedy you just can't make up. It just compounds into such a beautiful and natural kind of like moment of like, ooh. It's nothing to forgive. I think honestly, it's a little bit. You don't want to traumatize the child, that's for sure. But
However,
I think it is good for a child to be introduced to. Yeah. But I think it's definitely good to like make sure. I mean, it's like you think of old Disney movies. They're colourful, they're bright, they're happy. You know, no one's saying fuck or bugger or flashing any boobies or anything. But it's like it has dark themes still. Bambi's mum fucking dies. She's dead. She's gone. That's life. Sometimes people just die, then they're gone. They're gone for good. Nothing can bring them back. And it's like, you know, that's a weighty concept for a child to like have to embrace. But
apparently they're going to remake Bambi and they're going to pussy out and not include Bambi's mum dying.
Oh, fucking cowards! So you know, you need a little bit of darkness so a child is prepared when they grow up to deal with the harsh realities of life. You don't want your kids to be a bit of a weenie. Yeah, a bit weak. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is wonderful for people to be kind and to be loving, and it takes a lot more strength to be kind than it does to be mean. And so you don't want your kid growing up so like tough that it's like they're a bit of a prick. But you want a little bit of toughness instilled in them.
So not a
bit of,
pussy.
you know, the world can be a harsh and uncaring place, and that's why you've got to be kind whenever you can. Unless someone's being a bastard, and then you tell them to fuck off. That is the lesson. But since Leon is still very young, I shall keep the stories light and bubbly. You know, maybe subtly work into the narrative massive overarching conspiracy plot that involves the Cold War and the fall of the Communist Soviet Union. You know, just a little bit of that, but no, not too much. Maybe I'll make the Very Hungry Stalin. That'll be a good one. Stalin invaded Czechoslovakia, but he was still hungry for land. But no, I like this idea, Mr. Charles. I will forthwith try to record some thingamabobs, and I'll send you over some samples.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Excellent. I hope young Master Leon enjoys it. I'm sure he'll get a giggle out of some of it. I will try to, as you have directed, up the cocaine levels.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me.
Shooting fire.
All these little bunch of chill voices, which are nice cool. Bedtime sort of serenade and sort of skull time.
Tanakh rebels. They're trying to corner those Osirian.
Down the hill. It's like
I feel like I definitely relate a lot more to Michael Rosen than I do like Morgan Freeman. So, you know, Morgan Freeman, you could have Michael Rosen and Morgan Freeman read the exact same story, and it would have a completely different like tone to it. Michael Rosen feels more like, you know, you're going on an adventure. It's like, whoa, what's this? Oh, what's happening now? Oh, so much tension, so much drama, and just his face and the way he says things.
Sure, I'm glad you came by when you did.
Are you all Dovers?
We've been
Whereas
working
Morgan
Nomadland
Freeman's
for
more
while.
like, you know, you're laying in a hammock in a nice English garden on a summer afternoon.
After that embassy of theirs. Seeing as
It
how
kind
we
of
almost
swings
got
the hammock a
lost
little
in
bit, but, you know, it stabilises that, it's
things
okay.
didn't go so well.
You couldn't say that.
It's not like No Man's Land was safe to begin with. But I didn't think I'd have to worry
It
about
was
this
like Michael Rosen
neutral
been,
territory.
ew,
And now they're riding machines.
You know, he's had that real, like, passion, power, closeness.
We ran across some ruins nearby. Thought we'd take a gander, find some good salvage.
P sounds are a fun one. Don't pick up too well on a microphone though, along with S's.
Can't get through
I
this
think I
stuff.
definitely noticed if you try and like
So we
say
ended up making camp here.
sort of sounds on a
First thing tomorrow,
microphone,
though,
like
we head
I
straight
imagine
to
you've got a
Barrow.
really good one. It doesn't kind of
Probably send a
silver
message
off,
to our
but
crew down at
my
Jagged
mic
about
it definitely
all
does
this
make a little bit of a snake, a little bit of a snake sound.
It's a dig site by this big lake down south.
That
Old
might
world
be.
scrap everywhere.
Is it not just a
Can't
pop
show.
filter?
And that's my cue.
What?
Here.
I'll be honest.
Thanks for helping us out. Maybe I'll
Is he text speaking you?
Jiggle with the settings on the back a little bit to make sure that the gain is all right, so I'm not too loud or too quiet. I have a pop filter, and it has one of those little fluffy condoms on it that look like the hats that the Buckingham Palace people wear. And then I just put it in Audacity, and I will try and mess with a little bit of the pre-built-in settings on it until it sounds sort of right to my ear. That is my level of audio expertise.
Because the software frequency of the actual driver, I guess you could call it, into the Windows operating system, between the actual USB interface of the microphone itself and the Windows machine, that sort of almost kernel level of the operating system, that you can set by going into like your recording devices. Right-click the microphone device, you should be able to go into the properties menu, and there you should be able to pick the sampling rate. Typically it's set to like a lowly default, like a 41,000 kilohertz, which is fair enough for playback because the human ear is only capable of about 22,000 kilohertz. Like, you know, anything below frequency, the human ear will start to pick up and think, hang on, this sounds a bit basic, a bit low res. Anything like upwards of 22,000 kilohertz, the human ear can't really generally appreciate it.
Yeah.
When you're like recording the raw stuff, it's always good to go overkill if you can.
Let's see what we can find around here. A relic. Wonder how I can get in there to get it.
Yeah.
There's a little detail there so that you can get compression artifacts. So they having that higher sampling rate when you're doing the initial recording is quite valuable. Because you can lower the sampling
Red
rate
crystals.
post
Oh, no.
in Audacity.
I don't think there's anything I can do about them.
It's just one audio track, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you could start on 19,000 kilos and then when you do the final compress down to about MP3 or whatever, then you can like
Without a way to get through those red crystals, there's not much I can do. Better move on from now.
Because the mic that I've got is fairly decent. It was like £120 and I bought it brand new.
Yeah.
And
it's not the microphone, I've no doubt at all. It's definitely not the microphone. It's going to be little compression artifacts, snags. Like if you exceed the that will cause like problems. But I imagine that's incredibly hard to do with a very expensive microphone.
It's possible if you do the sort of shit that I've ever done.
Scream at the microphone.
Yeah, scream at the microphone, or I'll literally put it so it's like right up against my lips, and then I'll just sort of go.
Well, you know, then you got to ask them for the intended outcome.
Yeah. But, I have messed around with things like noise gates and stuff like that, which means like OBS has a feature in it where you can noise gate it to a point where if it goes over a certain amount of decibels, it will kind of like limit it from getting any louder than a preset amount of decibels.
Oh, those gates will definitely cause little weird things to happen, like consonants.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's more so in place so that if I'm playing a spooky game and I go woo and I scream really loud, it doesn't like blow out people's eardrums. Bless you.
Oh, my tectonic sneezes.
Tectonic sneezes. Felt the ground shake. You should see when she farts. Jesus.
I am a lady. I would never fart.
You definitely would. You definitely would.
Ladies don't fart. It's physically impossible.
Mm-hmm. They must happen. I know it. I've seen it. I've heard it. And I've smelt it. And you know me. Come on, Greg. But it's smelly. They siphon them off into a little bag, and then they go outside when no one's looking. They empty out their fart bags all at once.
Shh! I told you that in confidence.
Why do you think ladies take so long in the bathroom? They're not using a bathroom. They're not putting any of their makeup on or anything. All women's bathrooms have a secret rotating wall in it.
With a fart bag.
Into, and then when they're outside, they like open all their fart bags at the same time. Unleash them into the air and it forms a mighty miasma, which is then captured and it's turned into Skittles. That's true.
Skittles.
Yep, that's a true fact. That's why they get the food dye of the Skittles.
You could use carbon dioxide, mix it, I mean, that's what plants do, they make sugars out of carbon dioxide and water.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, glucose, fructose, those are the components of sugar, which is the major component of the skill.
Yep, it's photosynthesis. What? That was great. Tough crowd, tough crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, how has life been for you anyway, my fella?
Well, we went out today. It was a warm day, so we went out and we hung out.
I can never eat Skittles again, thanks.
Oh, what a lovely little picnic on the Great Lions.
And then people started needing to go for a wee, so then we went home. I go toilets to Great Lions, unfortunately, other than like sort of weeing outside of primary school.
I was gonna say, yeah, just go behind the bushes at the primary school and take a wee. That'll end well.
I hear they've got a VIP list for that and everything.
Turns out they're
We just called it a day after a few hours. So amount of time I should it was nice. All we did was like, kick balls around and throw balls and frisbees and play a bit of, you know, the ball. That's all you need sometimes.
yeah. I mean, some of my happiest memories of just being a kid were just sort of having like a easy day out, going over the Great Lions or Capstone Park, and just having a run around, just playing some sport. I mean, I don't even care for football that much, but because it was just something you do with your family, it just felt nice, felt good.
I'm tired of playing sports a bit too. The ball keeps like going out of play continuously. I find it really tedious. Like for every hit or every throw, someone has to go like running after the ball or the frisbee. So that can get a bit tedious. And you just skip a rock. You just pick up pebble at your feet, skip it, find next pebble, skip it.
It's instant. There's no downtime.
There's no downtime. It's like instant gratification for a while.
See, they need a frisbee that acts like a boomerang. It's got like maybe it's like a
frisbee with built-in like drone battery.
Yeah.
Fly back to you.
I think a frisbee that's actually a drone, and it like can condense in and become more frisbee shaped when you want to throw it.
Yeah.
And then when it notices it's like losing altitude and about to land, it like unfolds, activates a little like propeller, and it just goes straight back to you. And then it folds back up and lands in your hands.
The thing I threw the furthest today actually was this like racket that I had. We had a couple of rackets. I don't know what they called it actually, like beach pole or whatever. You had like two rackets and like a ball and just volley it to each other continuously.
Tennis.
Tennis?
Tennis, but without a net.
Badminton?
You just
No, badminton's got a shuttlecock.
hit down to the ground, but make it impossible for the other person to turn it or cooperatively like volleying the ball to and fro from each other.
I don't know. I feel like there's got to be a name for that, but I don't know it.
On the beach, you always see a family with like two bats and a ball. Or tennis-shaped rackets.
In lack of a name, I'm going to call it Begingy Ball.
Nighty night, late Raven.
Yes, Begingy Ball. I like that. So you're playing Begingy Ball.
Yeah, that was alright. But I actually found one tomorrow I actually really had today, was just launching the racket across the field and seeing how far it went really far.
Plasma's wasted against the machine.
Throwing dense objects.
I think it's something. It's kind of primal, isn't it? I think it goes back to like a caveman instinct. So like, oh, throw a spear, mammoth.
Heavy like a front foot that you can't, you know, get it up to like a speed, but not something so undense that the slightest bit of air just like slows it down.
I've never thrown a proper spear, but I imagine throwing a javelin is quite satisfying.
You never thrown a javelin?
Hefty aerodynamic one.
Oh, not the shitty ones that you get in school.
I've never given one a try. No, I mean, obviously I've thrown sticks. Nope. Never. I don't know if maybe I'm just forgetting it. I mean,
It was really shit.
uh,
Throwing a stick is more fun than throwing a school javelin.
damn. That's a shame because, like, you know when you like play video games and you've got a like video throw a spear, which always feels quite nice and satisfying. So you know it's got like very hefty like wind up to it, and then like when it hits, it makes a satisfying like whoosh. And it's like you can power enemies against the wall with it. It's like, oh yes. So it's
that's the dream. The reality is like you're just waiting ages between throws because everyone has to throw.
Yeah.
And then the teacher's like, okay, everyone go retreat to jumping. No one throw jumping now because we're walking across the field. We're trying to get stabbed in the back.
Spoil sports.
Spoil sports.
I need to tell you, someone has actually died here on this pitch. It was like a number of decades ago, but it was
Yeah, I think every school that's had javelins, someone died.
throw a javelin into anyone's like body, please.
Do you think in American schools they take like the kids out shooting?
If I override it, I can get data on the surrounding area.
I feel like it might be.
Anyone you don't intend to shoot.
You'd hope they'd give them like just airsoft guns or something, and it might be in poor taste if a school like Columbine or Virginia Tech did it, but.
I'd love to do paintballing in a school. I mean, that'd be brilliant.
Oh, it would, but the kids would be little shits about it. Like, it'd be horrible to do it if you were the kid that got bullied. Because, like, all the, like, little shits and their mates would just, like, gang up and shoot you.
I'll just let it as a map. Like, you just, like, could play a school building as, like, a paintballing map.
Oh, yeah, that'd be quite cool.
Desks, whiteboards, you can rip off the wall, use it as a shield.
Brilliant. Small children to take hostage.
Classrooms have holes on the windows. Some of them don't. Some of them you can use as like a escape, just jump out the window.
Oh, is that... I saw this video on YouTube from these guys that like would explore like Chernobyl and like all the surrounding like exclusion zones. I mean, there was one video they did that was really fun where they got like a whole bunch of their friends together. They snuck in and they had like 2 people like on the lookout for security. Because there's always guys in security vans, or at least before the war there was, like driving around there being like, oi, you're not allowed here. And he snuck in with about like 15 of his friends, and they just played like a round of airsoft, like in and around all of the like abandoned houses and stuff in Chernobyl. And it looked like such a cool like airsoft arena. So they were ducking all in and out of all the abandoned places. They're like, you could see the big cooling towers in the background through the trees. And it's like, oh.
You can't see Jack now, they put like a massive like sarcophagus thing over it.
Well, you can still see like the chimney from the old power station. It's because when it exploded, it took out like one section of it where they built the sarcophagus over. But it's like you can still totally see the chimney coming off of like the secondary building. Yeah, there's these dudes on YouTube. I forget their name. I think it's K something. I'll see if I can find them because they're quite fascinating. They're because they even call the people that sneak into like the exclusion zone stalkers, like the book of the game. And they sneak into all of these places in Chernobyl, and they find these like houses where other people that kind of sneak in to get like scrap and then sell it on the black market, where we're sort of set up like little mini base camps, and I leave notes to them where like other stalkers that come through can like write in them almost like a guest book. And they've had a few close calls where they've almost got caught by security, and so one time they got a bunch of diving gear and they actually went like swimming in some of the submerged like tunnels.
There's the tall neck that's
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, typical like sort of like Ruskies as well, just absolutely no fear. They're going around these places where it's like the walls are crumbling and the water may very well be radioactive, and they're just like, and it's just like, yeah, I'm just going to go swimming in this, I don't need a wetsuit. Crazy motherfuckers. Mm. Unfortunately, yeah, I mean, all these guys that I watched, it was about like, must have been 2-3 years ago now.
Yeah, because I remember watching like Tom Scott videos of like talking about the Chernobyl power station actually going inside the sarcophagus. And,
Did we watch him the other day? It was that the guy that was saying he was finishing his channel.
It's just bizarre. I think that's all in impossible now, like it's just an untouchable place. But like, it was weird because the scientists are still like working there, like trying to keep it under control, and like trying to keep the efforts going. But like, Russia from a military standpoint, like completely dominate the area. It's like, it's really weird, like, I'm struggling to let them get on with it, because like, we're doing our harm, and if you don't do your work, it'll pose problems for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, got to carry on.
Doesn't make a good die.
It's precarious, because it's like...
Precarious, yeah.
I mean, I don't think Russia's like image on the world stage can go any further lower than it already is, where it's like they just really didn't give a fuck about their image and they wanted to cause a whole ton of damage and they ever got to retreat, then they might just blow up the sarcophagus. So cause a big explosion, maybe even try and cause one as big as possible, fling even more radioactive material up into the air.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd like to hope they wouldn't, but I mean, who knows? Putin's one craziest son of a bitch. Yeah, I think that was Tom Scott we watched the other day. He's ending his channel.
His channel, I thought it was just like slowing things down a bit, because he's been doing like one video every 2 weeks or a week.
Oh yeah, I think maybe saying ending is premature, but I think he's slowing down to a point that like most YouTubers, when they say like, oh, I'm gonna slow it down a bit to sort of, you know, take a break because it's been doing it for a while, that usually means they're winding down to retire. There's
He's starting to get like old, like he is a grey-headed man. I don't think he'll exist and be out in the YouTube, because he's quite a popular character, like, he's constantly on other channels and stuff, I mean, he has quite a busy diary.
honestly, I'm surprised he hasn't been like picked up by any television networks or anything. I think he'd be great as like, you know, sort of replacement David Attenborough once he finally kicks the bucket.
Woo!
It's gonna happen.
That man is
sooner or
unkillable.
later.
Shut up.
He's a national treasure, but he's gonna go sooner or later. I mean, he's already very old and sickly, bless him. Oh, you should send a letter to Sir David Attenborough, see if he'd be willing to do a short story for Leon. I think he would. He'd do the lovely story of all the species that are extinct thanks to humanity. This is the long-necked Albanian tiger. It no longer exists because we killed it. Next story. This is the silver-breasted cuckoo. It no longer exists because we killed it. And it's just that for like about 350 different animal species. And then you just hear a gunshot, and he goes, "It's now extinct because I killed it." I bet it's bloody tasty.
Ooh!
I do wish sometimes I had like the attention span or like want to learn how to like animate, because like I think like between me and you we could come up with some brilliant shit and sketches.
That looks horrifying though.
Yeah. I've seen a few like them. There's like obviously Joe Haber, and there's another guy as well who's his icon's like he's got a bit of a mustache and he wears a blue shirt. I forget his name though, but he's done some really funny bits. I mean, it's only getting easier and easier, I guess, with like, you know, AI art and AI video becoming more of a thing. That's true. There are definitely like in the old days of Newgrounds as well. The jank was almost expected. It was part of the style.
Yeah, it's like you know, we ain't Disney. There's not really Disney quality level stuff here. Like, you know, one of these
It's like, I think of it's like sort of Oni's entire style as well. It's like pretty much jank at the same time. Oh yeah, he's
that way, but they ended up becoming like pretty. I mean, that's like Mr. Pickles level animation.
Have you watched the TV show that they got with Adult Swim called Smiling Friends?
Smiling Friends? No, I never heard of this.
Oh, I can't believe I've never shown you this.
It's pretty entertaining.
Oni and like all of his friends, like Zach Hadel and Lyle Raff, got their own show finally on Adult Swim called Smiling Friends, and it is fantastic. It is so good. It's exactly the kind of surreal comedy like you'd expect from Oni, which is just ridiculous, with like over the top animated like faces and expressions and stuff. But I wouldn't be able to do it justice by describing it, but like I'd highly recommend like get on the old Pirate Bay and if your Smiling Friends are download. I think you'll love it. It is very Mr. Pickles at part, but less disgusting.
Mr. Pickles is excellent.
You'll see. You'll see. I think either way it will tickle your pickle. Unfortunately, it's only one season at the moment, which is about 6 episodes, I think. But they've been confirmed they're getting a second season that they've been working on the past year. So you might not have to wait too long before the second season of it's out.
I saw something recently that the final season of Attack on Titan, and I never stayed up to date with that. I saw it. Right. So I guess there's 3 seasons all in all.
Yeah, because I think I watched up to season 3 as well, and like, because I even started watching it in like Japanese, and then I moved on to the English dub when that started coming out. Yeah, I don't know, because I did enjoy what I watched of it, but it's like it kind of just took so long to sort of start coming out that like I lost interest in the mystery, and I have seen some things since then that have spoiled a little bit of it, which obviously I shan't repeat, but
I mean, I remember, as I think I've only seen up to the end of season 2, I remember as far as them discovering that, like, some of the people that, like, were in the academy and were learning to, like, use the gear, I forget what it's called, the gear.
3D omnidirectional maneuver gear.
What the hell are you talking about?
Like, they were really quite
Attack on Titan.
Discover that she is one of the colossal, like...
Yeah, she's like the one that can turn her skin into crystal.
Yeah, they discover her, find her out, and then she, like, basically just freezes herself in crystal in like, the wall or somewhere, just to, like, basically hide.
Yeah.
Not get got.
I think that's... I think I've seen a little bit after that, because some stuff happened which I shan't repeat in case you haven't seen it, that goes past that. There's a big revelation about the walls.
Yeah, I know there's like titans in the walls. The walls are made of titans.
Oh yeah, they show that at the end of season 2 as well, don't they?
That's pretty cool.
So during the fight between her and like the Crystal Titan, they break a bit of the wall, and it's like, oh shit, that's how they built them so tall. It's just filled with colossal titans.
I literally watched the first like 3 episodes.
So
Smiling friends, yeah.
Smiling friends, but only in code. I've got one friend for you.
Land God Plowhorn.
Ice cream sandwich.
He's a YouTuber, but like, if you do see any of his content, I think you'll quite happily burn through that. I watched that with Luna. It's family friendly, but I still think you'll find it chuckle as well. He's just rambling about his like, own life events and stuff.
Like this makes it
quite
if I don't find a guy about
an amusing way.
it'll be like this
again.
He talks about her like
That's strange.
old siblings and one time
These machines don't seem personal.
what's it called? Steel bullets inside your intestine that like slowly plots to kill you.
Your appendix?
That's the one.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I'm getting some weird stomach pain, so I'm thinking maybe my appendix is looking to burst.
Well, that thing is like a big sack of poison. And we don't burst, it can come back before you could die. It's just helped it for the point of use. If you do appendicitis, they will find it and they will cut your appendix out.
Well, I've got a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, so I'm gonna tell them about it then. And, see it.
It is good to keep your appendix because I reckon it does a lot of things contrary to earlier beliefs in medicine. People that have their appendix removed, like,
Just for the banter.
such a great mix-up of like gut bacteria and stuff. There's people that do have like a special concentration of gut bacteria around the appendix. They reckon it kind of
It's like a satellite dish. If I can climb it, should be able to reach that tarmac easily enough.
But then why does it slowly pop to kill you? I mean, what would I ever do to my appendix to offend it? It's just a little bit rude, really. It's like human body seems like to be weirdly inefficient at certain things. So flesh is weak, who's the bold, we must make ourselves more machine flesh, Chaz.
Getting shot. Just goes, don't need this anymore.
basically extinct surplus to requirement. It's like,
well, shit. That doesn't account for, though. See, there's the thing. Nature is stink. Because that doesn't account for the fact that in humans, the older you get, the more knowledge you get, the better you get at a job that's very specialised.
That's what grandparents are for.
you get like the tellers of like society, you know, like Final Fantasy 4 teller, you know, like wise old powerful man.
Yeah.
I can figure out a way to turn the power back on. I might be able to move things around and find a way up.
Something's interfering with my focus.
Yeah, that's a useful trait. Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed in nature for not realising that and giving us longer lifespans. kind of a bit shit, really, that your body.
I think the binary sort of evolution has sort of taken over there a little bit, sort of helped us on our way. Like, getting like a Gandalf bonus.
Well, I hope eventually we can replace our weak, failing organs with synthetic ones so that we might live forever. Yeah, yeah. But why have replacement eyes when you can have eyes that have X-ray beams, so you can see through people's clothes and look at their boobies?
Focus can't read anything.
Jesus.
It's a square little box with a window on it that you put food into as around gets hotter. Charles, come up here. I'll tell you what, you'll be in a treat, my friend. You come to my kitchen. You don't believe me? It's not conspiracy theory, I'm telling you. Uh-huh. One of these days, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to prove everyone wrong, okay? I've done this see a microwave with my own 2 eyeballs, alright? I'm going to publish it in a big fancy newspaper, and everyone's going to be in fucking awe when they see my miniature wave in action.
Oh, I just got murked.
What's the word? A Faraday cage.
I mean, yeah, but
that sounds way cooler. I bet they could put the price up a lot if they called it that.
Yeah. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it compared, you know. No, you're right. Everyone knows what microwave really is. You can do away with the roots.
That's bad and you should feel bad.
Oh, honey. It's been lovely. It's filled my loins with happiness. And I will get started on reading a few lovely little stories for young Master Leon, because I think that'll make a wonderful Christmas gift. It has. I've found a few favourites since then. It might not all be to your taste, but I'll send some over. I think there'll be at least 1 or 2 that will either make you go ha ha or make you go.
Yeah, like some stuff like that would be heavy going, like the pink guy, that Asian man guy, the guy was like the US Army, like, there, but then like things happen to him, like, I can't deal with him, his stuff's like, goes on for too long.
What? I'm at a complete loss. Who?
You know that, like, that pink face thing that looks like an alien that, like, just does weird stuff there.
Pink guy.
Like a weird goosebumps story.
Oh no.
Oh, I think you know them. It's like his like main thing is the weird pink worm-like thing. It's got like a clown nose and big teeth. Yeah. Yeah, I know him. I haven't actually watched him for a long time. I kind of got in the same sort of way. It's a bit heady, a little bit pretentious as well in parts. A little bit too dry. I'll see what I've got on my favourites list. I'm sure I'll have something at least that'll make you go. Okay, goodbye, Mr. Charles. Smiling friends. That's the one. That's the one. There'll probably be a few little clips and whatnot. I think Adult Swim have uploaded a few clips into their YouTube channel. You'll recognise it recently. It's got a very colourful style with it does look distinctly like Oni's kind of stuff.
It's horrible.
Yeah. It's Zach Hadel, who's one of Oni's friends, has been in a lot of his animations. Like he's the one who's got the very nasally voice. It's because he broke his nose when he was a kid. Like you'll recognise him immediately when he starts talking. But like he's like one of the lead voice actors in it, and Oni did the music for it. He voice acts a few guest characters, and he animated a lot of it. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's very, very funny. Oh yeah, they that was the episode. I don't know if you've ever watched Red Letter Media. They're like reviewers on YouTube that are like really quite funny, and they're very, very thorough with all the reviews. But the lead guy behind that actually guest starred in the episode and plays Desmond. He's the guy with the gun to his head. That was quite nice. They also have Guilford Godfrey. Fun fact, Guilford Godfrey, because he died recently, his last ever role was in one of the episodes of Smiling Friends. Oh wow. Yep. Yeah. I think it might have even been his actual last role.
I should check that console.
That's true. And I'd want to make sure my final words were something iconic. You know, something like maybe Gertrude's hairy udders. I'd want that to be my last words, I think. That'd be beautiful. Put that on my gravestone. Okay, no matter what my last words actually were, I want the quote on it to be Gertrude's hairy udders. I think that will greatly confuse people, and that will amuse me in the afterlife. Oh yeah, fuck those guys. They think they're better than me because they live further along in time. Yeah, fuck those guys. Yeah. Yes, goodbye, my friend. It was lovely to hear from you. I will see you around. I will see you soon, my friend. Alright then, goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Charles. Bye. What a nice young lady.
That was a random interlude.
Yeah. Charles checking in. And he wants me to read some little stories to young Master Leon. I'm looking forward to that. I'm totally going to put Michael Rose's sort of spin on it.
Oh yeah, you've got to be absolutely stupid. You definitely have to do a video recording if you're reading out Here Come the Aliens.
Yeah. That was fun.
And badly Photoshop a picture of Leon and Luna into the picture of all the little screaming kids.
Unfortunately, it won't have
Video.
It'll just be like an audio recording.
Oh no, I just meant for entertainment purposes.
Oh, just to go with it, yeah?
Yeah, just to go with it.
Picture of Charles, I just like Photoshop his forehead to be twice as large and stick lines coming off of it. Here come the aliens.
I don't think she's gonna reach that. Ah! I forgot that these monsters have very polite, convenient climbing parts. Ah! No, you were meant to go up, not down, you stupid woman. You got wiggled off there. Hmm. I'm having a dilemma here. Ah, it doesn't want you to climb that bit, it wants you to climb this bit, okay.
So, time to override the big bang.
Yay! Look how much map's revealed. Oh, so much. Oh, but at least it shows you a partial fog of war, so you still know where you've actually been. It's a really good way to do it. There's a lot of stuff in this world. Oh, cauldrons. A grasshopper. Oh, leaf flasher. Not grasshopper. What the fuck am I trying to say? Oh, I got some skill points. That was excessive. There was a much closer jumping point than that.
Useful for making dyes.
Don't fall off, you silly character. Listen to rumor. Doesn't even give you a name. Look at that haircut.
Ruins down south, you better be ready for a fight. A group of Tanakh set up camp near
Post-apocalyptic end of the world, and she chooses that haircut. Could have had anything.
It's horrible. And it looks like it doesn't fit her skull either.
Sounds like rebels. Awfully close to Carja territory. take a look when I can. Shock could do a lot of damage.
Happy to see me?
Wow.
Ah, ah, ah.
Turn back, Outlander. Stone's echoes for Utaru only.
Guess I'm not getting in there.
Rude.
A newcomer.
Turn back, Outlander. Stone's echoes for Utaru only.
Rude.
Guess I'm not getting in there. Take advantage of that. Pretty sure that's the passage Laren's contract mentioned. I should make sure I have my facts straight. Give the contract a quick read. Shellwalkers use this passage regularly, and Laren wants their plating. I just need to wait them out at his camp. Might be a good idea to place some traps on the road first. Catch the convoy by surprise. This should help. I should rest up. Wait for the convoy. Set up.
Oh, you're only allowed to place 2. But that was unnecessarily dramatic. Vertical shop traps. Oh, damaged flying targets. Ah. Yeah, bro.
Convoy. It's here. Laren's contract said they'd set up traps along the passage. Might as well use them. Keep that in mind.
Oh, that didn't work.
Much better.
Yeah. They were in the last game as well.
I should salvage what I can and leave the plating for Laren's crew. That's plenty of salvage for me.
Pardon me. Contagious burps, apparently. We should probably put that stew away. It really shouldn't have sat out all day. But that's what Simon does. So. It's got a lid on it. Yeah.
Not the ones that are already in it.
He cut them too small. They should have been big chunks. They're much nicer that way.
Easy to fish out.
Aren't that, yeah.
I took down that shell walker for you.
Fonda, Rendor, we got a pickup. Per our contract, here's your payment. This will definitely help me make some great armor. What? Well, I realized an armor made out of shell walker plating's good, but with just a few minor additions, it could be so much better. If you'd be willing to take on a few more contracts. What do you say?
I can just straight up buy the braided wire. Well, I need that for a bunch of my quests, so I might just buy a bunch of that. Yeah.
Good call. I know I'm aiming for the perfect just the right parts. It's good to see you, Huntress. Want to take one of my contracts?
What
Can I
else
take
do you
both
need
at
for
the
your
same
armor?
time?
Alarm antennas? Strong? Supple? I could use them to make my armor more flexible? We picked out a herd of scroungers already.
I'll, read through the contract. See what I can do.
Best of luck!
Tell me more about these contracts of yours.
I was thinking, Scrabber Jaws are powerful. I could use them to strengthen my armor. Crew spotted a pack of them not far from here, primed for salvage.
I guess I can give the contract a look.
Fantastic.
I should get going.
I'll be waiting for that salvage.
That's what I think about that.
This is
Take a moment to look at how cool this sword is.
That's pretty Switch-like.
How suit of armour as well as all behemoth things. And the sword's got a little behemoth on it. Sick. Stinky.
Shelter. Should be safe here. Looks like I'm close to the locator beacon that my focus detected. That door. I should be able to pry it open. My focus is detecting some kind of locator beacon.
This is Transport 95 Yankee. We are switching to the new bearing and we'll... Down there! In the sea! No, it can't be! Projections put them 200 miles out! Well, they're here now! Quickly, bring us around them! We have to...
We were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Paid the price. I'm trying to survive. Pharaoh's machines swept the planet of life. All those people lost. One man's ego. There's another locator beacon on the same frequency. Wonder what a merchant would trade for this.
Ah. Oh, I just got a trophy for upgrading 3 weapons. And just upgrade everything. Well, everything that I can upgrade, that is. Another quality of life thing. If you don't have the pieces to upgrade it, you don't even have to go deeper in the menu. It just shows you in red. So minor, but so helpful. Oh, I've run out of money. That's not a thing that usually happens. How odd. Kangaroo monsters. Whew.
Good time to pull out shock ammo. Looks like the coordinates Silence gave me match that wreckage. Did he install Hades on another Titan?
Yeah.
That's done. I should check the body. I found something useful.
There's a hell of a current in here, actually.
There's a lot to explore down there. Wonder what I could find. I heard they'd set up outposts in the area. If I leave them be, they'll cause nothing but trouble. I should lie low. Find whoever's in charge and take them out. Maybe then the rest will leave. Save the extra stock for later.
when fighting humans. Don't recommend it. They're filling me with arrows.
Grab this on the go.
Game's like, have you considered switching weapons? No, the bow's good. It's not great, but...
The bows in these games are always just the best weapon. So in Tomb Raider, it's silent, kills in pretty much one hit.
No, these
Long
don't kill in
range.
one hit.
Well, big machiney boys. Take them on a single arrow, I guess.
Oh, it's just locked. Ah.
I should check if there's anything in the lock. I wonder if this key will open that chest. These look like identification tags. I've seen Snoke soldiers carry them, but never this many. The rebels must have looted them from soldiers they killed. I'll keep them safe for now. Figure out what to do with them later. Without a leader, the rebels should abandon this place. But I could always deal with them now. Either way, I'm done here. Raptors. Looks like they've been stripped for parts. Machine salvage. Probably for weapons and armor.
Use the Deathbringer gun on a cow, eh? Doesn't sound like overkill at all. Look how slow she is when she's moving with it. You barely carry it.
Painfully slow.
Oh god, a Thunderjaw. Oh Jesus, I don't remember how you deal with Thunderjaws. I think you don't. They're weak to water and acid. Oh, I needed some antenna for that, I think. Oh, I died. That was what was to be expected when I bothered a Thunderjaw, but just in case.
Looks like they've been salvaging machine parts.
Oh yes, that's straight up just a Thunderjaw site. I think the smart thing to do is maybe not. But part of me is like, but... What is this? There's an icon.
It's some kind of drone. Is it watching over the city? Might have some useful data. Let's get up there.
Oh Jesus. That survey drone interfering with mine. Yeah, it is. Can't shoot it down. Oh, the Thunderclaw is level 30. I have only recently reached like level 10. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ah!
Run away! Run away!
Weak to water? Really? That doesn't make any sense. It's a water monster. Look at this. That's just a hippo. What?
This is also a machine.
Yeah, but it's in the water right now.
told me they were the best delving crew in the claim. You told me we'd be drowning in artifacts. Well, I found this, didn't I?
I might have brute forced my way through that.
By the sun, man!
If it works.
I only killed one of them and didn't really get any valuable parts.
Symmetry. I wonder what the old ones served on it. Appetizers, seafood. It's a tray!
Who are you?
Rushavid? You wouldn't recognize the sun if it hit you in the face. This is the savior of Meridian, the one who sees the unseen. You've come for them, haven't you?
Them?
The relics! The lake is full of them. Something big happened here in ancient times.
You mind if I take a look? That's a lot of data.
Should we be sending for a healer?
Whatever this is, it all points to something called a mobile cover system.
Oh! You mean a cover for the tray?
No. More like something that could come handy in a fight. Where did you find this?
The dig site,
Which is now crawling with machines. Unless they magically disappear, we are leaving!
Don't you want to find out what actually happened here?
Yeah. I still can. What drew you to this place in particular?
Every good expedition starts with a rumor. When the Tanakh chased our forces out of the west, returning soldiers described this lake, rife with signs of the ancients. I knew as soon as I heard the tales that its waters promise a bounty of artifacts.
A promise that hasn't been kept, at least so far.
Those who are patient will be rewarded with sunlight when clouds pass.
There's plenty of ruins in the east. Why come all the way out here to look for artifacts?
Ah! Well, while my colleagues scour the same old ruins, I intend
All the buttons feel totally different to you though. On the keyboard.
The first
That's a
scholar to
little bit
discover
odd.
the secrets of the West.
When is it combat? I was fumbling a
I'll
few
be
of
famous
my
as the great scribe
key
Aram.
binding things.
Don't seem to share his optimism.
I sell
So
artifacts
strange, 'cause
to
some of the
nobles.
keys are bigger, some of them are
Ideally,
smaller.
trinkets that are a
Space
little
for the
more
X key are
glamorous
smaller,
than
shift keys are
seafood
bigger.
trays.
Escape key is smaller. All of these are smaller.
Somebody's got to pay for
In general,
expeditions
it's a
like
smaller
these, and so
keyboard.
far we haven't found anything that'll cover my costs.
But
It's a stronger brain.
keyboard is a small price to pay for a
So you got attacked by machines
stronger
at your dig
machine.
It was horrifying. When we arrived, the sight seemed as calm as a gentle breeze. I saw a glint in the water and waded in. It was the tray. I was so enamored with it, I didn't even see the machines closing in. I barely escaped with my life.
I was there. You actually had a pretty good head start on them.
Easy for you to say, gawking from a safe distance. In any event, I had hoped the Oseram would deal with them. They're supposed to be the best delving crew in the claim.
Instead, all they do is moan about hazard pay. Ha! Not a chance unless we can find some booty to cover my investment.
Where's this dig site? Seems like the best place to start if I'm gonna follow up on this mobile cover system. Maybe I can figure out what actually happened here.
The site is just behind us, up the lake to the west. I knew it was no coincidence our paths crossed, Savior. Imagine what stories you'll bring us once you search the lake with your second sight.
Hopefully just the truth.
The sun has truly shined upon us this day.
Level 22, that can get lost. That explains why that area was terrifyingly difficult.
friends where you bought it.
Just what we needed. A reason to stay in the sun-forsaken place.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, it's a cute gun.
Really strong color on this. I should go to that dig site Gentis mentioned. Clear out those machines and look for any clues on this mobile cover system. Shake off this wet. Hook onto that. What's in here? Better leave it alone for now. Looks like this was a Karja fort. Might have been abandoned when the Tanakh pushed the Karja army back to Baron Light. Might be worth looking around. A lot of rotting wood here. Something heavy might break it down. was trying to pull that. There we go.
Yeah.
What do you need?
This stuff looks Tanakh. Oh, there's nothing useful.
Just hurts. You know what we sound like sometimes, the noises we make to each other?
Retards?
Yes, that. But did you ever watch the Wild Thornberrys?
Oh no, not the monkey.
The little wild boy that followed them around dying.
Ah.
And he goes...
I hated him as a kid, and as an adult I have became him. Oh dear. That's hilarious. Yeah, I guess we'll go that way. Ugh. Went to that location, and what did I discover? Another blocked path. Hooray! Stinky.
No point using fire against that.
I think I need to consider what you were saying about, yeah, I'll save £4 if I buy it now, but if I don't actually use it, I've wasted £12.
Yeah.
Whereas I've only wasted £4 if I wait until I finish the game. And by the look of this game, it is canny hefty.
Yep. So
I might be bored of it before I finish it. I don't think so, but the chance isn't zero.
I think, yeah, the smarter move is to
hold off, because it's
wait
only a
and see.
£4 saving.
Yeah, and if you want more of it, you can always get the DLC.
Because that's the thing, the DLC. Everyone says it's amazing, but if I've had enough of the game by that point, I don't know if I will. I'm liking it, but there's a little bit of Assassin's Creed-itis in here, just with how big it is, which isn't always a bad thing, but sometimes it makes... Sometimes being bigger isn't always better.
Yeah. Certainly the case of a big space and not much to do in some games.
There's quite a lot to do, almost an overwhelming amount of stuff to do. I think the thing is, the previous game I did enjoy, but I don't think it had... I think I played on either normal... I would have played on normal, I wouldn't have played on hard, let's be real. This one I'm playing on normal at the minute. And if I need to, I can turn the difficulty down, but I don't want to.
With pens. It might be where Regala was keeping her machines.
What the hell was I trying to say? I've lost whatever I was trying to say. Oh well.
Okay.
Saving dollar.
I have to clear out.
Yes, you know, unless.
It's like game is good, but not sure if game is going to be what I want to play for however much longer the DLC is.
Yeah.
Might show me something. There. Bridge is down.
should have stayed away.
Oh, I'm out of medicine. Right, I needed to visit Stash and I didn't. Oh dear. How the hell do you equip a health potion?
Some kind of pit. What happened? I'm gonna have to clear this place out before I can take a look. Oh, I needed that. Going down.
Yeah, so far I'm enjoying it, but I fear it might get tiring quickly. Well, not necessarily quickly, but...
I feel like you'll eventually reach a point where you've seen it all, done it all.
Yeah. And like, I think part of it's my own fault because I'm not using like every ability possible, but I don't like a lot of the abilities. I found that in the last game. There's a bit too many like guns and stuff to...
Yeah. I mean, you're only going to really want to use the abilities that feel intuitive. And it's like if there's some stuff that doesn't fit your play style. I mean, I'm like that at these kind of games. Ghost of Tsushima, you get a whole bunch of different abilities and stances. But
You use the ones that look cool, or you
yeah,
use the
some of
ones that are
look
easy and cheesy.
cool, or did the most yummy-ish, and just stick with them.
I don't want to raise the drawbridge. I wanted to inspect his corpse. No.
Could use shock ammo against that machine.
I don't want to kill these chargers. They're just moo cows.
All cows must die.
Alright. Now to check out that sinkhole.
Yes, I investigate the cave. I've been in the cave.
Make an interesting color for my armor.
I needed to kill them all to get the cutscene when I walked in here. And she'll find something that I didn't find myself. Even though I've already looted all the boxes.
Bristleback. It looks like it fell into a tunnel. So the rebels were keeping bristlebacks here. The machines fell into the tunnel, which must have collapsed as they ran further in. What if Alden's explosives created the sinkhole? I should head back to Chainscrape to let Javad know.
Hey fire!
I'm enjoying the game, but I think I want to do something else for a little bit. Are you up to the venture, bros? If Simon will watch with us.
Yeah.
You can split screen if you don't want to fully commit.
Do some grindy stuff at the moment, so it'd be nice to have some distractions.
Machine's weak against frost. Looks like the rebels have a camp in addition to those machine pens. We should see what they're up to. They've got riders patrolling the area.
Nah, can't be bothered. No thanks, mate.
So, I understand, like, why there's not a lot of, like, machinery being used in their cultures. Because obviously, you know, they're fighting a war against the machines pretty much, other than a few cases.
You want to fight?
Why does no one use...
Oh, my health. I don't know. Yeah, it's another uninteractable item. Fart nuggets. Ah.
Soon enough.
Yeah, I'll hand this quest in. I don't know. Oh, if I want to be really wild, you wouldn't even have to split screen. I could plug a whole other laptop in.
Oh, that's a good point.
Good to see you again, Savior. So, you've returned from the west. Any luck?
The bristlebacks were being penned by Tanakh rebels on the other side of the mountains. Ulvin's explosives opened up a sinkhole, dropping them into the tunnels.
Which they followed to the mine and out into the Daunt.
Right. Aside from the rebels, if anyone is to blame for the bristlebacks, it's Ulvin.
Radiant beams of the sun. And all this time, he was pointing the finger at us. Bring Ulvin here. Petra, too.
Summoned like a blasted ale witch.
You best be meaning to put pen to parchment. What? Why is she here?
I live here too, lugnut. So what's this about?
Thanks to the Savior, the sun has shown the truth on the Bristleback incursion. Tanakh rebels were keeping pens of machines on the other side of the mountains. A sinkhole swallowed them, releasing them into the underground tunnels that led east and out into the Daunt.
So it was an accident. But let us not forget that it was the Karja.
I'm not done. The sinkhole only formed due to your unauthorized blasting in the southern mine, Ulvund. You are responsible for the machine rampage, the workers we lost, the destruction the Bristlebacks caused. All of it.
My dear magistrate, has your precious son baked your senses? I would never give such an order without first consulting you.
Evidence says otherwise. Aloy found the shipping manifest in the mine. You skirted the laws of the Sundom, Ulvund. All for a few extra shards.
And you almost drowned your other miners. And sent that oversized tool over there to intimidate a bunch of refugees.
I demand an official investigation. I won't be the victim of some Karja scheme.
Certainly. We'll conduct a thorough inquest into everything. The Bristlebacks, the mine, the refugees. Every business deal you ever put your name to.
Well, that's not necessary, is it? What if I just return to the claim?
Well, that would save the crown the cost.
Of course. I'll be on my way as soon as I wrap up some previous commitments, tie up some loose ends. After
You're not
all,
getting away with this.
The welfare of Chainscrape's people in a transition like
Nope,
this.
you're leaving right now. Chainscrape will be just fine.
You think she can run this scorched out, forged dump? Ha!
So he's not being held accountable. He's been chased out, but they need to take all of his money and redistribute it amongst the poor or something. I mean, he's going to be losing all of his business.
Translation like these days of like exiles and punishment, like in a medieval society, which essentially this is, like exile was
a big deal.
A death sentence.
Oh, okay.
Because like he would be excommunicated from all of their like major settlements. Like,
oh, it's not just from the one that. Oh well, yeah, they'll tell the place that I came from that he was a big stink.
Wild wasteland out there full of
And
killer
get
machines,
eaten.
bandits. He's not gonna last too long.
Not the most pleasant boots to fill, but I'll wear them. All thanks to you, Flamehair.
Okay. Chainscrape will be better off with Petra in charge.
Don't die, Kieran. Dying is cringe. Oi. What you doing? You dying?
Water. Water. Yeah.
Sorry, I was too busy mocking you. Don't die. No dying. No. No. No dying allowed. What did I just say?
Yeah. Water.
Ah! It's chilly. Kieran, death is not permitted.
I know death is cringe.
Oh, apparently you only get 5 save slots, but whatever. I have already played this for nearly 14 hours.
Oh.
And I have really not made much progress. Like, if we click continue, you'll see how many percentage I am through the game. She says, no, am I talking shit? I'm talking shit. There's a button somewhere that shows you what percentage you are through the game, but I don't know where it is. Or am I just talking out my arse?
Out your bum.
I might be talking out my bum. I believe I am. Ah, statistics. Game progression. 13.13%. The statistics aren't necessary. Right, quit properly in case the game dies. Yeah, and plug in another computer and everything.